Got a 4-stack going. But this video, I wanted to just talk to you guys just about a few topics I saw on Gears 5 like recently, and how people want the game to be tuned, you know, for the future. And first one, or the main one I want to talk about in this video, is the Lancer's tuning, because I feel like it matters for sure. And some people have, you know, different opinions. No opinion is a wrong one. It's simply your preference. But the main one I've heard is the Lancer should be nerfed, right? And I just believe that's a very just off the wall opinion. I think the Lancer's in a great spot, especially in this game. Simply because its recoil changes, its bloom changes. I like how consistent it is. But I feel like things that could change that directly support the Lancer that directly support the Lancer or touch it without even touching the Lancer's like damage is like movement, shotgun range, stuff like that. Because then the game will feel different. I feel like if anything, the game needs to be sped up. Like maybe have the movement a little bit faster, but the way that the Lancer's hit detection is and its rate of fire, I think that's actually like, I don't think we've had a more balanced Lancer, to be fair. One person shadows, that's funny. But yeah, I just think that like if they touch, they actually nerf the Lancer's damage in the upcoming game, and make it where this was saying, what I just said could also work against what I'm thinking too. No matter what, I believe the Lancer is a very pivotal part of the Gears of War experience, simply because it's the main tool that's used to punish poor positioning. And with that being said, if the Lancer is, you know, not balanced in a negative way, right? In a way that it's not really a factor in consistent gameplay, then we have a game of everybody just literally running around shotguns, and I just don't think that's healthy. I just don't think that's a good Gears of War game. Which is, once again, my opinion. You know? I think the problem that people are feeling right now, if they're just like, you know, Gears 5 players that are playing this game after what, 5 years, is that they're thrown into lobbies. You know, it's a player pool thing. There's not even close to as many players as there, you know, normally would be closer to the game's release or earlier when a game is releasing content, obviously, right? But the problem is they're finding me in lobbies, and you know, they're not that experienced and things like that, and I could literally run around a map with just a Lancer out and make their game a living hell of just constantly getting crossed by just me, just because I understand positioning, I play the game at a high level, you know, things of that nature, right? So I think what it mainly falls upon, which I feel like Gears has never really had, to be fair, is a good matchmaking system. If the Lancer and stuff is balanced correctly, which it should be, hopefully it is, what's gonna matter more is your skill overall. So if you're that type of player that, you know, you're not that good, so you don't understand positioning or whatever, to even like a decent degree, you're not gonna get punished as much because everybody else in the lobby is also not as good, you know. So they're gonna be in bad spots. You feel me? It's gonna be your level of gameplay. You feel me? So the better I have 18 bullets. The better the ranking system is, the less you'll feel those type of, these need a nerf, this needs a nerf, you know what I mean, if things are correctly balanced. If the game has, you know, a shotgun that is punishing for close range, a Lancer that's punishing for long range, you know, which it should definitely work. And then another funny thing I saw about that is the mentioning of Gears 3. Gears 3 was the only Gears where literally everything in the game was OP. Gears 3, everything was so OP to the point where I thought everybody in the game needed a health boost, because there's no point in trying to tune every gun one by one when you could just up the damn overall health of the characters. Like, that's how bad I thought it was. And that game's Lancer was pretty broken in my opinion, because you could use that Lancer at close range, long range. You could strafe with it, blind firing, and it shot a direct like line of bullets, and it had stopping power. And stopping power, I feel like there's no. I'd rather get down fast than feel stopping power, because at least you can move and have the chance to make people dodge. I mean, like miss shots. But with stopping power, you're literally getting slowed down. Like I just don't think that's like a very good example, because you are getting fried the entire time. And I remember I used to play like a lot of you know, competitive, you know, early competitive, like so GBs and stuff like that. I never really had too much of a 4v4 setting like hype back then or whatever, because they didn't really have a genuine esports scene. They didn't have like an official thing. And don't kill me, hype players, because I said that. But compared to like MLG and stuff like that, that type of support, didn't have that, you know. So, with that being said, I just truly do not believe Gears 3 should be mimicked by anything other than possibly certain movement dynamics. Like, I think that certain moves in this game are a little OP. I believe, like, you know, like certain back kicks and stuff like that, the way you get off cover very fast and, you know, reset around the wall, that wasn't a thing in Gears 3. When you hit a cover in Gears 3 and you committed to it, it was punishing, you know? You couldn't just unstick very fast and then go the opposite direction. And I actually like that. But we're in a day and age of games where nobody likes clunky gameplay anymore. So changes like that would be for the negative. And I know that as a player, even if that's something I want, you know? Because, bro, it's the same thing every game. You got Apex, super fluid. Fortnite got fast, extreme, like, you know, mechanics, a lot of building, stuff like that. COD, people complain when it's just regular boots on the ground and doesn't have the slide canceling, the faster movement and stuff like that. So we're definitely in an era of faster movement, and I believe that a lot of that becomes, I mean, a lot of that is the case due to the tech we're playing on now. When the games were slower paced and there was some more boots on the ground, you know, slower paced shooters, that was because we're playing on 60 frames or even 30 frames if, you know, you're going before if you're going to like 360 days, you know, or Xbox, just the first Xbox One, right? Wasn't that? No, that was 60. That was 60 as well. Unless you're playing like the backwards compatible games, stuff like that. But yeah, like back then, it was acceptable because, you know, that's the technology you plan on. But if you have a slow-paced game with, you know, me playing on 240, 300 frames, bro, I'm gonna be hitting every single shot. And if everybody is such a, like, if it seems like everybody in the game is at a high skill level or very hard to kill, or, you know, just very like overly good at the game, I think that's a bad thing. I truly believe that's a bad thing. And I don't think all the game should rely on is just purely IQ. I think the game should rely on mechanics as well. You know, and to make a big mechanic change, you have to have mechanics have its own presence. So definitely think that the next Gears of War should be more of a faster paced movement game, you know, faster paced everything, to be fair, except for, but still have things that, because the game is faster paced, there are things that punish that, you know, that can slow you down. Like maybe have, like, you stay stunned for longer, or you can't move as far when you're stunned, you know, things that punish that type of, that directly affect the movement speed or the pacing of the game. Right, what are you doing down here, bruh? That is not a game plan, my boy. But yeah, there's you know, there's a lot of nice changes that could be made. I just hope that they don't take the game into Gears 1 direction, because Gears 1 is the only game that's like Gears 1. The Gears 1 was the only game that had no slide canceling, you know. So if they remove slide canceling or something like that, I'm gonna be real, I will have genuine hate, not even just dislike. I will have genuine hate for the game. And I would not play the game for hours upon end, or, you know, grind and stuff like that, just because it's just simply it's just not fun. You know, I'd rather play something that's more fluid. You know, that takes a little bit more mechanical skill to play. The combination of high mechanical skill and high IQ, bro, that's a great game to me, man. It's a great game to me. And if this game's gonna be slower paced, and it entails, or not entails, it includes fucking MK players, bro, the MK players are by far going to be the best no matter what amount of aim assist you have. Unless aim assist is aimbot at that point, you know? So there's a lot of things to factor in, you know, when you're trying to make tunings in a game, and I don't think it should be just simple as, you know, nerf a very core part of the game, like being the Lancer, and should be more focused on just having an overall quicker paced game that punishes both ends. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Appreciate you guys. I wanted to keep this video just a little short because I wasn't really trying to overdo it. You know, I just wanted to say my little piece. I'm gonna have some of these little conversational videos that invoke some conversation. So I would like if you guys comment below. Tell me what you guys would like to see, whether it's a small quality of life change, like, you know, maybe the pings fading away. That's one that I think, like when I aim in, I don't like to see the numbers of like a ring or something like that. I don't like visual clutter. So if things faded away when you like aimed in, stuff like that, I feel like it'd be fire. But let me end this video. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys for showing all the support that you guys do. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe for your boy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace, peace.